night, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Penix. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A final shot before the break, Darnold. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. Throwing again, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Here's Penix. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Looking to throw, Penix. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the foot. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
First and 10 at the
To the air, Penix. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second and 9 now. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Charlie Warner, 43 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw is Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 13.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on third down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Being chased out left. That's caught at the 25. Powering his way forward. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's got the hook up to McLeod. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll set up second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. They are going for it. Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McLeod from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. plenty of time on the clock. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Darnold from the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes second down at 5. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Now Darnold keeps it, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
One last throw now for Darnold, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.